Advisory come to order. First thing on the agenda is number 46, an ordinance to amend section 2.24 and 2.25 of the West Allis Revised Municipal Code, relieving the Health Commissioner and Board of Health from farmers market duties.
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been moved in second, and discussion. I want to say that basically the system we're using now is not broke, and when something isn't broke, you generally don't fix it. Sally, our health commissioner, has done a marvelous job along with the Board of Health. We've made a lot of improvements with the help of the development department. You might say cleaning up the market. I made some notes here, so if you, we've also initiated the SNAP program, which allows the low-income people to purchase items from the market. We started many events. We have National Night Out there, the wine tasting event, the Kris Kringle event at Christmas, the food trucks event. To me, we should be leaving the Board of Health still and the market and the health commissioner in charge of monitoring the market. If they want to have more events, and that's what I think they wanted, more events at the market. If I'm not correct, please correct me. And that's the purpose of the market committee, to have more events at the market. Well, then probably that should be handled by the event committee. So I tend to have reservations, obviously, about this move. And I would encourage anybody to discuss their feelings about it.
Madam Chairperson?
Alderman Lysick.
Our health commissioner, Sally's done a wonderful job. And as we all know, she's retiring, I think May 1st roughly, and she's going to be missed. However, running the farmers market as an events venue is not something that should be run by the health department or the Board of Health. This is something that should be done by marketing experts. The Christmas market was not initiated by the Board of Health. It was initiated by Mark Lutz, the mayor, and myself, and we started having meetings about it. Mark Lutz was the initiator. The food trucks were not initiated by the Board of Health or by the health department. They were initiated by the mayor and the marketing committee. So these are the types of events that we want to see, and we want to expand that in the market. And it takes the expertise of somebody with marketing ability to do those types of things. It doesn't take a health director to do those because that's not Sally's expertise. It's someone in marketing's expertise. And so the thought was, let's get this changed from the Board of Health, who oversees the weights and measures of the market and inspects it to make sure everything is safe, just like they do any other venue that sells food. But as far as the events that go there, let's get that done by the experts, by the professionals.
So then it should be under the event committee.
It is. That's what it's changed to. We did that last meeting.
Yeah.
And you voted for it.
But there are several things that are happening at the market that's possibly the event committee doesn't know anything about.
The event committee just was formed last meeting. We put all of these responsibilities into a new marketing committee that's going to run the market.
The event committee hasn't been compiled yet.
Yeah.
Number 47. The next agenda item.
Yeah, that's the right 47 and 48. That's what we're doing. We put the committees in
No,
place.
I mean, the membership
Yeah,
hasn't been.
that's what the mayor's doing on 47 and
Well,
48.
he has the market committee, but so far, there is no event committee that's been formed yet. But eventually, it will be formed with the
Yeah,
members.
It was formed, and it's consists of, who are the members?
We didn't vote on that.
It's right here.
Yeah, okay, who are they, Mike? I don't remember.
Madam Chair, if I can just read so what we have is, we have on the Farmers Market Committee, it'll be a member of the Tourism and Event, it'll be a Tourism and Event Coordinator and Chair. Dan Korleski is being named from the Health Department. Farmers Market Attendant Amanda Cooney is being named.
Mark Lutz?
Mark Lutz is on here, and Tim Gill.
Yep.
But that's the
From
farmers
Citizen-
committee. That's not the events committee.
I'm just letting you know who's on this committee. So this committee, it looks like they would be working with the Events Committee, the Health Department, and the vendors from the Health Department. I'm sorry, for the Farmers Market. The mayor is on it, and the city
There's
administrator.
only 2 people on it from the market,
Yeah,
from the health department.
yeah.
The rest of the people know nothing of running events.
Well, they sure do. Who do you think ran the Kris Kringle market? It was Mark Lutz. It wasn't the health department that ran it, it was
Well, he
Mark
had the
Lutz.
blessing of the whole council.
Yes, he did, but he's the one that got all the vendors in there, he's the one that did all of the work.
Right.
So he handled it, wasn't the health department that handled it. We relied on his expertise as a businessman and a good fellow for marketing.
But the health department has to come in for instance, for the food trucks,
Sure,
to monitor the food trucks.
as they always do wherever they're parked throughout the city.
Grocery stores, anywhere.
I
you
mean,
know, there's
but they don't control the food trucks, that's all run by the state.
Well, they know nothing of the SNAP program. That's been monitored by the health department.
And it still can be. They're not taking that away. What this does is,
Yes, they are, basically.
no, the regular health department programs can still go on. It has nothing to do with the events at the farmer's market. This committee is going to be looking at, expanding the use of the farmer's market. It sits empty for so many days a year, and it's a very viable facility in this community, and has a lot of potential, and we aren't using it to its full potential. And that's what we have to do. We have to have more events there, and that's what we want marketing people to be looking at, the experts, not people that don't know marketing. We want marketing people in there. And that's where, who is it on the other committee? It's, we passed it last week and had, I think is it Jenny from upstairs?
I think Jenny
Yeah,
Kosek
I think
is on
Jenny
there.
was on it, and I can't remember who else. The mayor's on it.
That
It's an
committee
event.
wasn't put together yet.
Yes, it is. Want me to get the mayor down here? I'll get the mayor. You gonna get him?
See, tonight we approve.
Or Rebecca, either one.
Tonight we just approved in Public Works, we approved the funding for,
Well, that's for the lead paint, yeah.
for the late paint, so we're gonna spend $400,000,
Rosalie, I think Alderman
you know,
Rope wants to say
to,
something. Alderperson Ranky Rope has a question.
Yes, before I have Dan, from what you have indicated, or what the ordinance is indicating, that the health department will have nothing to do anymore with
That's not true. That's not true.
well, relieving the health commissioner and board of health from farmers market duties.
Right.
Madam Chair? So what'll happen is the health commissioner and the health commissioner will still have full authority over all the vendors who come in, checking, making sure they're, keeping their operations up to snuff with the state. They'll still be required to check all of the food trucks, or any other vendors that come in. But what'll happen is the health commissioner and board of health will no longer be in charge of, let's say someone wants to have an event. They don't have to work with that event person to put on the event. This committee will work with the
Right.
events people. So the board of health and the health commissioner will still have some authority and say over, the health goings on at the farmer's market. It just won't be, as Alderman Lysick said, just not the event planning. Is really, the event planning is going to this separate farmer's market committee.
And there's a representative from the farmers on that committee as well.
Correct.
And they're gonna have the ability, if they want to expand their hours of operation, put it on different days, they're gonna have that ability. They're gonna have all the things that,
Now we have the big guns here.
Ed called.
I requested your presence here because we're talking about the farmers market and the events committee. What exactly, we passed last meeting, the resolutions, setting up a couple of committees, or a committee and a farmers market, I think, putting the events under, I think Jenny, was it?
It's actually, it's Caitlin,
Pardon me,
correct?
Caitlin, right.
And
But we
Madam
haven't
Chair.
approved the membership of the committee, as I understand it.
Are you
which
talking
number
like
are
a-
we on?
Approved the-
46.
We approved having the two committees, however, we didn't approve the membership so far of the event committee. And
We did the
Tom-
farmer's market committee.
Right,
Which is
we're
Just
working on that
farmers,
now.
and those members are the
Right.
next item.
Yes,
So,
But the events coordination, we switched to Caitlin, and is there a committee for that?
there will be.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's in
we've
charge.
talked to people,
She is now in charge of all the events at the farmer's market
And beyond.
and beyond. And you're going to have a committee to assist her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
And
Okay, but we've taken it away from
Health.
Sally and put it with Caitlin. So Sally doesn't have that authority anymore. All this ordinance is doing is making it official in the RMC that she doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
I
Madam
understand that,
Chair.
Alderman Lysick.
And this should have been at the last meeting when
Yes.
the resolution, this is just cleanup that was realized that it didn't go together, so that's why it's on this agenda. But if we were doing it over again, we would have sent both of those together at the same
I
time.
understand. But I was disputing Alderman Lysick's indicating that the membership for the events committee has been decided and acted on, and we didn't act on any membership for the
It's been
For the
discussed, but
events
not acted
committee,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, the members, the outline's been, was approved by this committee at the last,
but not the
but not
membership,
the specific people yet.
just the committees.
But the authority has been given and everything else.
Correct.
Right.
So we made that decision
I wasn't
already.
disputing that, Alderman Lysick, at all. And I think Alderman Road had
I just wanted
comment.
to say, Tim Gill is Ramajorama.
I'm sorry?
Tim Gill is the person behind Ramajorama.
Former. I don't think he does it
But he
anymore.
sold the name.
Yeah.
Yes,
He
he
was, and
sold
he knows
it.
how to run events.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that was my personal opinion. So, on the ordinance, is there,
Second.
it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I vote no. Now we have the appointment, number 47, the appointment of members to the newly established West Allis Farmers Market Committee.
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Do we have discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote present. Number 48, we have the reappointment of Mary Kay Freiberg as a member of the West Allis Board of Health under the guidelines of the ordinance pertaining to limitation.
Move approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Discussion, Mary Kay has been an excellent member of the Board of Health. And certainly I'm happy that she would accept being on the board again. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Move we adjourn.
Yep, second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?